It's been said that the hardest walk in life is the one you have to take by yourself. It's amazing how we can have loved ones and friends and still feel like no one can hear our inner cry for help. Sometimes the cry is so loud that you can't even hear your destiny calling you to new heights. After working hard to build a strong family, business, and ministry, I would have never imagined in a million years that I would end up homeless and broke. Even though I was lonely and in tremendous pain, I wasn't without hope. I finally realized that life was creating a path for me to find the real me. Hey everybody, this is Donald Jenkins, your Real You coach, and welcome to a Real Talk moment. I'm excited that you've taken some time out of your busy schedule to get some very important insight that I'm sure is going to change your life. So before I get started, let me kind of make one thing clear, is that the last thing that I'm here to do is to waste your time. Hey, listen, time is important. The most precious thing that you can give me is your time. And the most precious thing that I can give to you is my time. Now, what I'm going to share with you today, I think to be important enough to invest time into sharing this information with you. So hopefully you'll see the value of what I'm saying at the end of this video. So I want to make sure that you're able to watch this video in its entirety, because I'm going to be sharing more with you that's going to help you put everything that I'm going to share with you into a practical reality. So what I'm going to be talking about today is the missing link in every aspect of your life. Yep, that's right. There's one thing that will apply to everything that you do, regardless of what it is. You know, a lot of times we come online and we look for business opportunities. You know, how can I find the right vehicle? Then we come online to figure out how can we get more leads to do more business. How can we build a better marriage? How can we build better relationships? How can we find love? You know, we come online to find so many different things. How to produce or increase our parenting skills. You know, whatever it is, we can learn a lot. This is the digital revolution, and we can learn a lot of things online, especially here on YouTube. So I want to show you today the missing link to everything that you have ever desired to do in your life. So let's start with our 5 steps. Okay. Again, these 5 steps are going to be very important as I share the information with you at the end of this video. It's going to help you put these 5 steps into a practical solution. All right. So number 1 is identify what you desire to do in life. Maybe you're already there. Maybe you've already decided what you need to do. So here's the deal. This is what I need you to consider, regardless of where you are on the ladder of success, whether you are still seeking that thing that you want to do, or you're already at the top. You've achieved a lot. All right. It doesn't matter. This video applies to you. All right. Because there's a missing link for the next step for you to get the way you want to go. Because we can never reach the highest plateau and say, hey, look, that's it. There's always more potential. There's always more purpose to experience in every aspect of our life. So there's a missing link that applies regardless of where you are on the ladder of success. But you have to first identify what you desire to do, regardless of where you are on that ladder of success. So make sure you have that down. Number 2, put the gurus in their place. All right. This is very important. Now, you're going to find a lot of gurus on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all over the place. And this doesn't mean that we minimize their effect or their importance that they had in our life, because they helped us determine or develop the right mindset and attitude that we need to be successful in whatever area it is that we're trying to achieve in. But you have to put them into place. All right, put them in their place. The reason why I'm saying this is because a few years ago, I found myself homeless and broke after ending a 20-year marriage. And even though I was a student of personal development, read a lot of great books, I was still lacking in some areas to help me turn that setback into a comeback. So even though I was a student, I was still missing some things in my life. There were some things that I was reading in the books that wasn't able to help me during that season of my life, because everything that had value was taken away. So I had to figure out a way of how I was going to be able to turn that setback into a comeback. So, yep, they're right. They're going to help us develop the right mindset and attitude. And I'm telling you, I had the right mindset and attitude, but guess what? I still failed. I still came up short trying to achieve what I wanted to achieve. I would have never imagined myself, being divorced and homeless. I always tried to do the right things and build a great relationship. But guess what? Life is going to throw a myriad of challenges at us, and you never know what we're going to have to face. So number 3, it says, do you want to remain a student of success? All right. You have to take these things into consideration and ask yourself, because I asked myself, even though I was a student, I had to face the reality. Do I want to continue to remain a student of success? Because I had studied all the great books, read all the great books from the gurus that I have in my library. And I'm sure that you become a student of success as well. Jim Rohn, grandfather of success motivation, he stated that if you work hard on your job, you're going to make a good living. If you work hard on you than you do on your job, you're going to make a fortune, because there's a fortune hidden on the inside of you. I certainly understood that. All right. I understood working on me. And I'm sure that you probably in that place as well. The reason why you're watching this video, that you understand the importance of working on you. But what I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you how to work on you at a different level. Work on you that's going to cause you to make a quantum leap and create those conditions that's going to take you where you desire to go in life. So that's what this missing link is all about. So because we're students of success, we all fall underneath what I call the old formula for success, meaning have the right mindset, have the right attitude equals success student. That's right. Who are you a success student for? So here's the deal. At the end of the day, we pay good money to go to the seminars. We pay good money to buy into their success secrets. But at the end of the day, they're still the guru and you're still the student. But I want to show you how to make a transition from being a student to becoming a practitioner. There's a difference between being a student and becoming a practitioner, because that is the missing link of success when it comes to whatever it is that you want to do in life, is you have to make that transition. See, I had to face that reality, and I had to make that transition from being a student of personal growth to understanding how to become a practitioner of purpose. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's a whole different mindset, attitude, and skill set. And that's what we're going to talk about. Because step number 4 reveals that life demands more than mindsets and attitude. That's right. I had to face that reality. Maybe you're facing that reality right now. Life demands more than mindsets and attitude, and it's something that we have to always take into consideration, because it includes breaking points that test your degree of purpose. That's what life is going to do. Life is going to consist of those breaking points. See, I came to my breaking point, that point of giving up. This is what the breaking point is. These are moments in life that challenge your conviction and motivation. See, I was challenged in that area of my life. My convictions to build the Purpose Development Institute, to change the way that the world see purpose. My convictions and motivation was being challenged because I was at a breaking point. So regardless of whether you're trying to build a healthier marriage, you're trying to get in shape, trying to build a better career, you're trying to be a better parent, whatever it is that you're trying to do, build a bigger business, you're going to have breaking points in your life. And you need to understand that these breaking points, that they are there to test your convictions and your motivations. Now, because of that, you have to have more than just mindset plus attitudes. Now, what I discovered is that I had to understand how to build parameters, that was going to anchor my attitudes to a greater sense of purpose. So the formula changed up for me. The formula went from mindset plus attitudes equals students of success to mindset plus parameters plus attitudes equals practitioner of purpose. That's right. I had to practice purpose at a different level, man. I was homeless. I was broke. Some days I didn't know where my next meal was going to come from. I had to figure out quickly on how to practice purpose at a level higher than I had ever practiced purpose in my entire life. And a lot of the books that I was reading didn't teach me how to do that. I was so broke I couldn't afford a coach. So I had to understand or figure out a way to coach myself. That's where purpose development coaching came from. That's where Real You coaching was born, because it was in that season of my life I met the real me. And that's what you are, that missing link in your life. That missing link is the real you. I know you're probably saying, man, I already know the real me. I promise you, you don't know the real you, because I thought the same thing that you thought. I had success. I thought that I knew the real you, the real me. But I found out in that season of my life, the breaking points that was challenging my convictions and motivation, that there were some things that I didn't understand about the real you. Now what I call the real you. See, the real you is that part of you that build the parameters. In other words, watch this. The real you allows you to develop a skill set. So now it's not just mindset and attitudes, it's parameters that leads you to different skill sets. And that's what the real you is all about. See, meeting the real you allows you to develop those skill sets so that now you can be successful in your marriage. You can build a bigger business. You can build a better career. You can be a better parent. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, that missing link is going to help you make that quantum leap, that shift that you need, that breakthrough that you need. What I discovered is that the biggest breakthrough that I was looking for was hidden in the real you. All right. And that's what my mantra is now, is that the biggest breakthrough is hidden in the real you. See, your breakthrough is closer than you think. But I need to ask you one more question, and that is number 5. Are you willing to meet the real you? Are you ready to meet the real you? And I promise you, again, like I said, I'm not here to duplicate something that you're already doing. I already know that what I'm talking about with the real you, you're not doing it. That's the reason why I created the free report. All right, the 12 secrets about the real you that will ruin your quest to be successful. That's right. There are 12 secrets about you that will ruin your quest if you don't know about them. So now I created this free report to give you a formal introduction to the real you so that you can avoid a painful introduction like I had to go through. So here's what I need you to do. There's a button on this video. I need you to click on that button. It's going to take you to another page, because there's another video that's going to be there that's going to talk, that's going to lead you up to those 12 secrets. It's going to help you understand the importance of optimizing your life to control your degree of purpose. See, there are a lot of gurus that talk about purpose, but I want to show you how the real you can actually control the degree of purpose, because what I told you before is that the degree of success in your future is dependent upon the degree of purpose in your present. And it's the real you that controls that degree of purpose in your present, so that now you can have a high degree of success in your future. So make sure you click on that button. Come on to the other side. Let me be your real coach, and let me show you what this journey look like that's going to help you solve that missing link question or problem that so many people are facing. I look forward to working with you.